Hey, good morning. Happy Monday. Healing with Annette goes live. Thank you for watching the replay. Whether you found this on LinkedIn or Facebook, I would love to hear from you. And if you would like to be invited, send me an email, info@healingwithannette.org. I would love to answer your questions at the end of my live sessions. So here's the format of what we're going to do today. I'll do a brief reading from Mark Nepo's Book of Awakening. This is a wonderful book. I felt called to read today's writing of his today. We'll do a short centering meditation, and I'll share a few uh, tips from my latest LinkedIn newsletter, and I'll let you get back to your day. So I encourage you to just consider this as your time. Put yourself on do not disturb, and minimize your other browsers, and just really bring yourself to this moment here, because this is really your time. And last week, I was talking with a friend who's also a coach. He's been a coach for 30 some years. And with talking with him, he pointed out to me how my message is actually relevant to everybody because all of us are going to be touched by cancer, whether in our own lives or in somebody that we know, a loved one, family member, friend, neighbor. If one out of two people are going to be diagnosed with cancer these days, these are boots on the ground resources that I'm happy to share. And I'm really grateful to be here with you today to share them. So let's get into it, shall we? Mark Nepo, August 11th, well running. And there's a short quote by Georgia O'Keeffe. To see takes time. While running in May, I saw a neatly trimmed hedge, and sprouting briskly through its symmetry were scraggly blue flowers wildly obeying no form. It made me smile, for I've spent many years resisting being pruned and shaped. I loved how the wild blue just hung there above the hedge. While running in June, I saw an older man out pruning that hedge. He was so involved, clipping gingerly, then backing up, sweating through his eyes, as if the world depended upon his diligence. I was touched by his care. We nodded briefly, and without a word, it was clear that it wasn't the hedge, but that he needed something to care for. I realized this is how I've lived since surviving cancer. While running in August, I came upon a slim fountain gushing from an unseeable center as high as it could, reaching without arms until it ran out of reach. And at its closest to the sky, it began to fall back on itself. Always what was rising up, replacing what was falling away. Sweating and heaving, I realized that this is what it means to be free. I'm going to read that again. While running in August, I came upon a slim fountain gushing from an unseeable center as high as it could, reaching without arms until it ran out of reach. And at its closest to the sky, it began to fall back on itself. Always what was rising up, replacing what was falling away. That's so beautiful. This is what it means to be free. And there are 3 invitations at the end of this writing that I'll read. Sit quietly and call to the parts of you that resist being pruned. Affirm those parts. Breathe deeply and call to the parts of you that need to care, and embrace it. Embrace that need to care. Breathe freely and call to you the part in you that, after reaching, falls back onto itself. Bless it. Bless that part. Breathe freely and call to the part in you that, after reaching, falls back into itself. Bless it. Let's take a moment to really center into that, shall we? I invite you to feel into your breath. Feel your seat on the chair. Whether you're at home or at the office, your chair is connected to the earth through the building you are in. So whether you try to or not, you are connected to the earth. Feel that support. Feel that grounding. I invite you to take in a nice in-breath. Release your breath with a sigh or a sound. What are you carrying that needs to fall away as you rise? Because if you are reinventing yourself, there are old parts of you that can fall away. You don't need to carry them into who you are becoming. And as you feel yourself supported in the chair, thoughts, feelings, memories may arise. That's okay. That's perfect, actually. That's the mind doing its thing. Thank the mind. It's actually your friend. We curse the ego, but really the ego is it's part of our being. We are multi-dimensional beings that have many layers and many aspects to ourselves. And when we acknowledge all those parts and bring them home to our heart, we can see what's lurking in the shadow. We can find the edge. And that's where we grow. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm a survivor of metastatic breast cancer. I was diagnosed in January of 2020. I've been through the shit. And I've come out on the other end. And I'm really grateful to be here. Still no evidence of disease. Knock on wood. I had my scans a couple weeks ago, and I'm really grateful that I continue to maintain no evidence of disease status. It's pretty amazing to be here. In my latest LinkedIn newsletter, I talked about how I set the intention to heal. That was my number one point of focus. I decided early on I was going to ace cancer school. Who says that? I'm going to ace cancer school. I did. And I'm here to tell you there's a way through it that works safely alongside Western medicine. Yeah. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. But there's a lot of healing. And there's a lot of healing. Let's do a body blessing. Let's take a moment and bless our organs that are working so hard on our behalf. If you want to, you could give yourself a hug. Wrap your arms around your shoulders. Thank your heart, your lungs, your liver, your spleen, your stomach, pancreas, gallbladder. I feel like I know I'm going to miss some organs here. We will bless all the organs, whether we name them or not. How's that? Let's bless our organs and our body. And really give our body gratitude, affirming its being in whatever shape it has. We can appreciate our body. We can acknowledge that voice of judgment that's like, eh, too short, too fat, whatever. Thank that judge and just turn the volume down on that voice and thank your body. Heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, spleen, gallbladder, all our nerves, tendons, ligaments, bless the marrow in our bones. We can even bless the air as it comes into our lungs and say thank you on our exhale. Sending out gratitude to the earth through our breath, through our exhale. Really give your body the love and appreciation it deserves. I think for a long time, I was a walking head. I was so detached from my body. It wasn't until I had cancer that I really started to come home to my body. And I could really see it for the wonder that it is. Because it is. It's a marvel. I find myself getting choked up, and that's okay. Albert Einstein says, there are two ways to live your life. One is as if everything is a miracle. The other is as if nothing is a miracle. And I really do believe that my surviving cancer, coming to the other side as a thrivership pioneer, it's a miracle. And if I wouldn't have set that intention to heal, to ace cancer school, would I be here with you? I don't know. Nobody can answer that. Well, I'll let you get back to your day. Thank you for taking some time to turn down the volume of those voices so you can turn up the volume of your heart and come home to yourself. I would love to invite you to my upcoming live events so I can take your questions. Send me an email, info@healingwithannette.org, or contact me on LinkedIn. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Substack, and I'm on TikTok now, Annette HS. Thanks for watching the replay. Many blessings. We'll catch you on the next one.